So last year I did the St. Gotthard pass like this, and there's no short of that one because yeah, there was not that much to work with. I liked it better this time, like yesterday, where you can actually see the tight curves that you had to take and everything. It's also on cobblestone, so at least this is asphalt. This helps, you know?
This is what makes a biker so excited.
I just want to take a second to take it in.
But then my navigation just said, nah, you're gonna do another one.
Hello! At least you get to see a little bit more
Of the Stelvio.
But this is actually the best view that I can give you. That was freaking awesome. It feels like coming home somehow.
Welcome to day 15. I find it quite remarkable we made it this far, but also some sad news as we are going to have our last day in the Alps. Specifically, we are going to do the Klausenpass, and the Klausenpass is a little bit special to me because last year when it rained as crazy as now, I had to take the north side of the Alps instead of the south side because I just didn't want to be soaking wet by the time I hit Chur. So I just took the Klausenpass and then I just stumbled on the Klausenpass. I did not know it existed. I did not know it was there. However, I found it. I loved it, especially the curls up in the mountain. But there was one thing, and that was that the pass was a little bit overclouded still because the rain was pulling away. Well, I don't know if you said look around me, the rain is pulling away. And if I look down into the valley of the Klausenpass, it looks very, very foggy again. But I'm gonna do it, I'm committed, because that's the last pass of this trip. Don't worry, we will have a lot of sights to see, because after that, we are going to Schwarzwald. And Schwarzwald in Germany is like a mini Alps. The roads are nice, the Cuckoo clocks are coming from there, so we'll see that a lot. The lakes are beautiful, and it's a different side of Germany you perhaps haven't seen before. So that was for me the first long trip that I ever did was to Schwarzwald. And normally we use Schwarzwald to get into the twisty and turnies already, but this time we went the other way around. So don't zap away because I have an amazing day for you. However, yeah, we start out with a little bit of rain. I promise this is the last bit of it. All weather apps say that for the next couple of days it will be dry and sunny. So let's hope that tomorrow in Schwarzwald we wake up with sunshine again. And also here on the Klausenpass, it always amazed me how much heritage there actually was, because here, look at this. Doesn't this just look nice? It looks very German, I have to admit. So maybe I'm wrong, it's Swiss as well, but it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, as you can see, because we're going up here in a second, it's very much, it's in clouds. Don't worry, the last time there was the same thing, but then it was a little bit wet on top, but then by the time you got to the end, it cleared up nicely and completely, because then the clouds are already over the mountain and have free space and go to the other side of the valley. But I also see some light spots in there, so there is still some hope. But the views from there were absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. You can see I can even hear it, the water rushing down through the river. Just look at that. The thing that I'm super proud of this holiday, as we are entering the Klausenpass, is I've been checking in and out so many times in hotels. I have to pack my stuff every single time, and I have a lot of gear, especially all the electronics need to be charged every single evening. So I got a lot of charges with me. I am super proud that I haven't lost anything yet. And yeah, I can't knock on wood right now, but I'm just saying, normally like things like a toothbrush or toothpaste are the things that I always forget, or chargers or battery packs and that sort of stuff. I don't know how, but I normally just do. And for some reason, well, maybe not this morning, I'll find it out tonight, that didn't happen yet. So I'm very, very happy about that. But yeah, this has been an amazing trip, right? Looking back on all the other days, like yesterday, together with the day in the Dolomites, I think those two were the super days. Together with the first passes that day, in Slovenia, oh, I was so I'm still fucking proud of that one. Even the sheep was. But yes, this has been a trip to remember. I feel very blessed about the fact that I'm able to do this.
Even with the fog, you can still see that church on top as we are going to this little place. Yeah, it's very foggy. It's not too wet though, I have to admit. And last time exactly at the top it cleared up, so I'm still hoping for that. As you notice, I'm going very, very slowly, just to be sure. Hey, I see the mountaintop on the other side. Does that mean that we're heading above it? I hope so. Dankeschön. Don't ask me how. I do see a clearer sky up ahead, but not completely clear, unfortunately. I am gonna stop, however, because I need a break. I definitely need a break, because that is intense driving right there, I have to admit. Very intense driving. The front lens I'll be unable to use for a while, but what I will do, however, is I'll just take this one off, because then at least you get to see a little bit more than just it being moist and damp. This way I can keep you clean. But yeah, there you have it, the Klausenpass. I can imagine that this one can be very, very challenging though, if you want to do that. But then at least it's dry when you do it. Very, very important. So from here out we should be having a little bit more to see. Like these beautiful cows. Hello. Maybe I should look that up, but why does every Alp cow have a bell around their neck? There must be a reason for it, right? Maybe that they are not able to run away or something. This is like a video game where you have like a fog of war. You can't see everything until you actually visited it, and then the fog of war opens. The person that came up with that definitely should have lived up in the mountains.
You see that rock up there? They just kept that rock in there. I hope they secured it though. And the very last two hairpin bends are going to be traditional on cobblestones, as it was all in Switzerland at some point before asphalt. As it is wet, it is also very slippery. It makes me think of the Gotthardpass. But these are the last two. The last one, guys, here we're going. And that's it for the Klausenpass. We made it. Yeah, I feel sad at the same time, but also very, very happy. We did all that. We did all that. Now it's all about getting home safely. So let's go to Schwarzwald and have some tours over there as well. We are gonna follow the famous B500, which goes all the way from the south, the Swiss border, all the way to the north of Schwarzwald, back to the highway. And it's quite famous because it's actually a quite challenging road from time to time. Also some narrow paths, twists and turns. I wouldn't say mountains compared to this, but at least decent hills, you know, like it goes up and down, definitely. And we also have the Bodensee that we're gonna see, which is always lovely to be at with them. So that's all still to come. For now, let's wave goodbye to the Alps. Thank you for all the beautiful adventures that we had. And until we meet again, old friend. Until we meet again. We're still heading out of the valley of the Klausenpass on the back, as we will take the highway past the busy part of Switzerland. Most of the people live in the north, so, and because it's more flat, that's also why it has more highways, more infrastructure. So we're going to take highway all the way towards the German border. And the reason for it being is normally if you go through Lucerne and all those cities, it's okay, it's doable, definitely. But it also takes up a lot of time. And I'd rather have done this pass than go through all those towns again, because I've seen those already. And it's normally like this stopping traffic through town. So this just makes it easier somehow. To be honest, I wish I could show you something from this part of Switzerland as well. But I don't know if you noticed, but it's like tunnel after tunnel after tunnel that we're going through. So there's not that much to show, unfortunately. Look at that. 1965, 2016. Probably the renovation later on. I hope you can see it from this end as well. There we go, with this massive bridge over the river. Let's see if we can see something. No. I see water, but I don't think you are able to see that on camera. It's also very, very calm, which I wouldn't expect. There we have a train. Finally. And also in plain view. I've seen trains, but it's like within the treetops or bushes or something else. We finally got one today. So I'm gonna break your brain a little bit. The first day, we immediately arrived at the river Rhine. The Rhine is a river that goes all the way to the North Sea, so it also goes to the Netherlands. A couple of days ago when we did the Lenzerheide Pass at Chur, that's actually already that we crossed the Rhine River. So yeah, we crossed it multiple times already because that's all the way upstream. Now we are leaving Switzerland and we are heading back to Germany in order to head to Schwarzwald. And the bridge, the water that goes under the bridge is also the Rhine River. So that's just a good to know that we didn't only start at the Rhine, but we also will head out Switzerland with the Rhine. And then tomorrow we'll see more Rhine. So the Rhine River has been a common thread here. But as we are saying goodbye to Switzerland here, and we see the mighty Rhine River. And yes, the Rhine River flows very, very rapidly. We are heading into Germany again, the European Union. See all this traffic. This is all traffic that wants to go into Switzerland, or at least is waiting for all the traffic to go in, as apparently the people on the Swiss side are currently doing more checks than on the German side. This is why you always want to plan on how you cross the border, because I remember we were here at the bike shop and they told us another place to cross and actually to go in, because there's never a line there. So always rely on your navigation. If it says, hey, use a different crossing, you probably should go for it then, right? Because as you can see, the traffic is still standing and we are already far away from the border. So we are going to take a left here, and then we are going to follow the B500. And the B500 is the famous road that goes through Schwarzwald all the way to the north. We won't finish it because our hotel is about 60% in. So we will go away from it, stay in the hotel, and then come back tomorrow in order to finish it. But yes, this B road we will drive through the entire way. So we are about to enter one of the famous spots of Schwarzwald, as you can see maybe on all the cars here, which is the Slushsee Staumauer, which is also a dam here in order to create a zee, as you can see right here on the left. It is one of the bigger lakes here in the south of the Black Forest, but beautiful. You also have Slushsee, which is a very, very nice place. We stayed there a couple of times. It's just nice to sit at the lake in the evening as well. But we're gonna circle it completely because the B500 is doing that as well. But with sunshine, yeah, it does look better. You can see the dam again, but down from the other side. You're very close here to the water, which gives a lovely view. As you can see, the mountains are not as high. We are high up, but the mountains are not as high here as in Switzerland. And that's why normally, if you go into Switzerland, Schwarzwald is a really good, neat way to get used to the twists and turns again. So it could help you to actually get on the way. I think it also gives a little bit of an impression on how large it is actually, because it goes all the way down the valley. Here now we have a clear view. Wow. There's so many activities on the water, like people with boats, canoes, even jet skis. Look at that.
So I wasn't lying, right? When I said that Schwarzwald is like road conditions perfect. These twisties and turnies, you can see the entire corner. And because it's Germany, you can still, on most of them, you can still go 100 kilometers an hour. Just make sure you put your speed down when you're in villages like this. But this is pure enjoyment. If you want to test your curves and that sort of stuff without the fear of heights because of Switzerland, Schwarzwald is the place to be. It is lovely out here. So strangely enough, also in Schwarzwald, there are some hairpin bends. And I see a couple coming up, although they're still pretty wide. That's why it's nice that before you go to Switzerland, where it actually matters what you do, you can start and do some trial and error here in Schwarzwald. As it's not as steep, it's a little bit more forgiving. I think that's what I'm looking for. So that was a sign that said that this was the birthplace of all the Cuckoo's clocks, which has a merit to it. There are a lot of stores that still make them here originally and also sell them. In a couple of kilometers we'll pass one which is a shop actually called 1001 Clocks. And even the building is shaped like a Cuckoo's clock, but I'll show you that in a second. There we have another one. Schwarzwald is really making it difficult for us. And as you can see, it's really busy and filled with tourists and bikers and everything else. But this is the main street of Triberg. So all these neat little shops. And it's at an angle, so if you want to go through the shopping street, you have to go from up, down and back up again. Also this very biker friendly. And I remember, I don't know where it was, but I remember that there was a really good ice cream place here as well. So if you ever need a reason to start driving, then definitely Triberg. So I wasn't lying, right? This is the time park. So you can see all the clocks and everything else. This is... Wow. Did you hear that? I don't know if I got it on the microphone, but anyway, that's not the only place here, if that would be the only one. But that's, of course, we found it in that first village. Now we found one for clocks as well, and we will soon pass even a third and a fourth place where they just sell the Cuckoo's clocks. So if you ever want to have a good one, just go to Triberg and definitely they will hook you up. Start here, look. House of the 1000 Clocks. It even looks like a clock. And I think they sell clocks here. Wouldn't you agree? And right around the corner here, you see another one. So, in case you didn't know, we just passed the birthplace of all Cuckoo clocks. And that's why there's so many shops around here where they still handmade them. So on the second day, I told you a story about me arriving in Schwarzwald way too late because I didn't know what my maximum length was that I could drive on the day. Highly underestimated it. It was actually this road that all the way from the highway that I needed to take into Schwarzwald past Triberg and St. Georg. And because there's no straight piece here, it just curves, and there's no street lighting. At that point, in the dark, I just decided to wait for a car and just drive after it. You hear it more often. It's also called taking a motorbiker home. When you had such a long ride that you see a motorbiker just hanging behind a truck or behind a van, just following that vehicle, that happens sometimes. If you're just so tired but you need to get home still, you can definitely help a motorbiker by driving behind it, even if they go a little bit slower on traffic, to just make sure that they are safe while they're driving home. I took a little detour in order to have some food, as this was the first day back to civilization, or German civilization. I had some KFC, and I do have to say it was good KFC. So stop judging. I didn't have fries like since day 2, I think. The rest it was always pasta or spitzel or rice or something. But yeah, that KFC, very, very nice. And as we are arriving in Oberkirch, where my hotel is located, we arrive with 29 degrees at the moment. It's really hard to believe that just 25 minutes ago we were at the Klausenpass going through a cloud getting wet with about 9 degrees. So yeah, definitely things changed. Schwarzwald, lovely. The twist turns, is happy to be back, and you now know where Cuckoo clocks are made and where they originally come from. If you never knew that before, then that's a very good thing to know. If you were ever doing a quiz, then now you know the answer. For tomorrow, we have still an exciting day, but it will also be the last day, unfortunately. We come full circle. We visited the Rhine in Switzerland. We're now gonna visit the Rhine back again where we started. And we also get a little bit of France in there as well, but I'll keep that a secret till tomorrow. If you liked the video for today, don't forget to hit like and subscribe below the video, because it helps my channel very, very much. I wanted to thank you for watching, and definitely stay safe, everyone. Perfect timing, because here's my hotel for the night. Looks very, very German, doesn't it? But I'm just leaving from my hotel in order to do the last day of this report. Oh, there's even a train going down in the valley. That's lovely. But can we just agree that this is our last pass of the trip? Because look at that view. It's amazing. It really is. You would almost just miss that castle, won't you?